You know I had to let Miss Your Thoughts cook. Let me get to the audio. Yeah. Let me change that over here. Put that over here. I like this little desk. Y'all know I had to let Miss Your Thoughts cook. Had to let Miss Your Thoughts cook. Boy, look at here. Miss Your Thoughts had a brother about to turn up. I was looking for the collection plate. I'm like, man, Miss Your Thoughts is preaching. I can tell she ain't been around in a few days because I've been on with Miss Yo Thoughts on. She on that Lil Wayne. F these N words. Well, you know we can't sing it. But is this thing on? Is this thing on? Miss Yo Thoughts asked me, she said, what you gonna do about it? Kwame, you created this. What you gonna do about it? Man, shout out to Miss Yo Thoughts. um, I'm doing push-ups. I'm doing sit-ups. I'm doing squats. I'm getting that knee stronger. You know, you got to turn. I'm turning back into that liking that I am. I think one person got it right. Not one person. A lot of people see it, but these people have done a good job of making people so frustrated and tired of dealing with the drama and negativity till most sane, most normal thinking people are just like, you know what? I'd rather not. I ain't trying to deal with all that. I ain't trying to hear all that. And but that's what the deceivers and the liars do. So we just got to do a better job of roasting when you want to roast and move on. That's why I've been telling people. I saw this earlier. I'm like, look, people tired of hearing this shit. This is the exact same conversation I tried to have like a week or so ago. I noticed the chat was tired of hearing the whole damn TJ situation. A lot of these situations with me, people have always said my name. Hmm. I know to some people this is just YouTube. Um, but it's been like this my whole life. Before I get into the topic, it's been like this for me my entire life. I think Championship Round said it when he said it best. He said, this is a microcosm of what happens in the black community. And it is because my brothers, I have a few brothers that my brother TJ, his hands and things are busted up from, just being out there in the streets doing his thing. But my hands are just as busted up and mangled because when you're, how do you put it? When you are a black man and you're doing things and you're different and you're successful, there's always going to be drama that comes with that. And that's around that, you know. All my life has been people around that just created drama because of my success. When things happen that are good, things always happen that are bad. I remember selling out an arena in high school and then them stalling out the game because they were fighting outside because the lines were so long. And so things like that has always happened. But what I do when shit like that happens is I just get quiet, work out, and stay focused. Um, things gonna shake out the way they shake out. The people that are doing the nonsense that that they're doing, disparaging my name and talking crazy, they're all gonna look foolish here in a second because all they doing is talking. I've been working secretly and I've been working right in front of your face. But those people that's just been sitting back talking, they have given me the greatest canvas that I need because they're gonna paint nothing but hatred about me. And I'm going to be able to be contrary to that hatred and just be able to show the work and show the things that I'm doing. And then it's going to be people that don't like me already that fall for the stupidity and the trickery that they bring. But that's such as life. I don't necessarily want people around me that listen to what others say without finding out for themselves. I don't. KB, a post player, almost hated how they tried to hate on your game. It was mostly clown. Well, we ain't talking about basketball right now. I'm just responding to Miss Yo thoughts because I think she had a great message, and I do think people need to learn to move on. With me and them using my name, I'm gonna take them using my name and use it as energy, like I always do. Um, Most Negroes don't understand. I feed off of that negative energy. That's how I got out of the hood. Like most people build their life up on fake reputations that they just lie and hire publicists to act like they're perfect. I don't need all that. I'm not perfect, but I damn sure ain't, what these guys try to make me out to be. But the one thing I do know is that if you just keep your head down and work and you use the energy, and I do understand what you're saying, Miss Yo Thoughts. Some of the negative stuff that's swirling around, it does affect me in real life because it brings negative people into my life sometimes. Some people listen to my podcast and they listen to me roasting and joking back with people and they think, oh, this guy ain't serious. And then they'll meet me and I'll be serious. And they're expecting me to be joking. So I get that. Um, and those people that don't know how to have a divide between real life and social media, I understand that too. But we just part ways. But these people definitely do get exhausting, but at the same time, that I wouldn't be who I am without negative Negroes. These negative Negroes have been like that all my life. When I tell you want to know who I tell my plans, when I want to make sure I'm focused and I'm on the right path, I tell it to a Negro. And guess what they tell me every time? Boy, you ain't gonna be able to do that. So I feed off some of the negative comments and the negative thoughts. Now, some of the stuff that they say, like I got an idiotic cousin that says all this stuff that he says and does all the stuff that he does. It's unfortunate. Like, for example,
when he was out there getting shot at because his brother, the same one he's online right now, doxing his whole family with. Tara, TJ, the same one. Kwame Brown is not online. I went straight to this same newspaper, the same company to tell you Kwame was in shootouts. Because his brother wanted to jump on his friend about his gun. Just get this nigga in. Hey, boy, it's really something wrong with you.
yeah, but unfortunately, they created this thing called clout. There's certain people that will say and do anything for clout. Me, I'm just not the type of celebrity or whatever. I don't want to get that high up on the celebrity totem pole that you can play with me and then I won't play with you in the exact same way. I know the bourgeoisie, they're going to get the message soon. I know they go off of the old I'm above talking to certain people category. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in there's nobody above you. So if you talk to me, I'll talk back. I don't believe in just putting everybody on, but if you say something that's relevant, I'll say something back. What you say? Once a 20 rand fight was ducked out, and then I unsubscribed from one and support the one was 10 toes down. Salute. Yeah, the 20 grand fight was ducked, but salute to you. But I don't understand all the talk. Everybody got to get back to doing content, get back to doing what it is you do. I think certain people are getting too caught up in um, this divide and split between. I told you it's all about who we like. This divide and split between what celebrity that they like. Um, but yeah, man, I'm not thinking about none of these haters. Definitely not. I am doing me, We going to improve this thing. We getting cameras, or we got cameras, and uh, from the cameras, we're gonna move to certain things, different opportunities, but we just gonna stay quiet and do it. You know? Yeah, man. But we appreciate you, boss man. Lakers looking to be nice, KB. Yeah, the Lakers all right. If they win this game tonight, they super straight. They gonna be super straight. I have witnessed so many YouTubers have gotten out of their chairs, comfort zone, and explore other avenues because there's so much more to life. Yeah, man. That's what it's about. I think I appreciate you, Miss Your Thoughts, for acknowledging and thanking me for. I encourage a lot of people to go out and get their own YouTube page. I didn't sit on this YouTube like, hey, just forcefully, just listen to me. I'm the greatest guy ever. No, and there were so many people listening to me. It was stupid. Most people would never tell somebody, hey, go create their own page to do this and do that. So it'd be interesting when they say, oh man, you all for money. If I was all for money, I would not be telling you to get your own page. If you're on your own page, then that means you're not watching my page. So that's not good for business. I either got to be the dumbest son of a gun in the world, or you're wrong about what you're saying. I do think it's fun seeing so many different people sharing their thoughts and opinions, because everybody got something to say. Salute to you, Gene. Everybody got something to say. If we all in this together, why I got to be the only one talking? Why I got to be the only one talking? But yeah, man, we just gonna put out better content. We're gonna move past the clowns talking crazy. We're gonna do more edits. We got some things we're gonna do. Now, I've been super busy right now because I've been handling everything on my own. But things are gonna things are gonna be all right. Trust me. And I understand. Don't consume that content. That's why I haven't even created that type of content. Hold on. First of all, hold on one second. Let me do this. Let me get this person out here. Let's get it. Make something move. Salute to you, Miss Yo Thought. Yeah, this joker there crazy. But yeah, man, let's get to the content. You piss a hater off with success and making them watch. Because the one thing about it, they watching me, and 9 times out of 10, I'm not watching them. So let's make them hater mad. Let's start off by doing this to a hater. Let's start off by going to DVR mode. Hmm. We're gonna go to DVR mode. We're gonna make these people put some respect on my name here shortly, because I haven't really been on YouTube lately. And a lot of these guys been doing a lot of talking. And since I haven't been on YouTube, hold on, which one is this one? Mm, it's the same thing. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spend a little more time on YouTube. They got a system of flagging me and keeping me off YouTube, and I think that's helping with the inflated egos. But hold up, let's fix this. Man, this dual streaming thing is cool. I didn't like it at first. Yeah, I ain't like this dual screaming thing at first. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Man. Hold on, let me click this other one. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. There we go. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. You must have forgot Black Planet so you can see both chats. I can only see this chat. I can't see both chats. I didn't know it was two chats. I just see this chat right here. So I see what you're saying here. If there's another chat somewhere else, I don't see it. These are my damn Lakers. All right, let me share this screen. This is on
Take a look.
This is on Black Conservative Perspective. This is what I was talking about earlier. When I was saying that Stephen A. Smith is just realizing that he can't say what he want to say. I don't think he knew that at first, but I think he knows it now. But Stephen A., I've been telling you for years that you make too much money. You got too much visibility. Um, you got too much visibility in order for you to talk the way you talk. I know you thought, I know, you thought, I'm going to go get my own YouTube channel. I'm going to try to be like Kwame Brown. Stephen A. Smith, they don't look at me like they look at you. I don't make any advertising dollars from anybody else. I'm not on mainstream media. They can ignore me. They can't ignore you, Stephen A. You on First Take ESPN. They're not going to let you ignore them. That's not going to happen. You're going to have to deal with them directly. And they can come for your job. Don't think they don't have influence with your bosses and all the people that you work for. They do. So you gave an opinion that you had to apologize about, even though it was on your own show. Remember, you said you was your own boss. Oh, yeah, I'm my own boss. I got my own show. You got your own show and you end up apologizing for something that you said. It don't make no sense. It don't make you look like the boss like you said you were. And then you ask these questions that we want to answer.
Stephen A. I played that Michelle Beadle clip for one reason and one reason only. I'm old enough to remember being on that show and getting in trouble based on some comments you said about women and whether or not they should know their place when it comes to abuse or non-abuse. Ray Rice comes to mind. Not going to get into the details of all of that. But Beadle just came for you yet again, like she did when I worked at ESPN. I wonder, do you have that same smoke for her that you have for Jasmine Crockett, that you have for Michelle Obama, that you sometimes display for me and Jamel Hill? Do you have that same smoke? I'm sick of it. Keep the same energy. And I call you and I root for you and I say, hey, I got your back. I'm happy for you. But you keep that same energy, sir, for everybody.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You just said, Kerry, you called me, you root for me. Why would you root for somebody that called you out in Jamel Hill, who's your good friend? Because it's never happened. Never. I've shown you nothing but love. What are you talking about? You were hired at First Take in large part because of me. You stayed as long as you stayed and had the support of the people that supported you because of me. Do I need to get bosses to confirm that I'm telling the truth? You know I can. When we see the diverse people that come on First Take, black people, women, the list goes on and on. Who did that? That wasn't happening when Skip was there. That was me. What are you talking about? When have I spoken against you? When have I thrown shade against you? When did that happen? That is a lie. Me, Dog and Kerry champion, when? And if I did it, why did you call me and root for me? What are you sick of?
Yeah. So you say that, you heard that. Now, this is the video I actually really want to get to, right? It's Stephen A discussing why.
Stephen A got a lot of heat going on right now. And Stephen A, it's all because you opened your big mouth about politics in a way that you disrespected a liberal black woman. You said something about Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett they love her. That's the one they pushing out front. You can't do that. You can't do that, Stephen A. You're going to be made to heal. You're going to be, you going down today, boy. Yeah, you're going to be made to heal, Stephen A. Like facts. Like you're going to be made to heal. Like there's no way they're going to give you $100 million and you get to say everything you want to say with the influence that you have, the people that know you and the reach that you have, the eyes that you have. No. So the same thing you did to Kyrie Irving, my brother, is about to happen to you.
He thinks he's getting the backlash, right? The real reason why he's getting the backlash. Oh,
Make sure
that liberal agenda. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
I want to make sure that I say this. I'm not going to let y'all get away with that, with this stuff about man and black man with black women. First of all,
Yes, you are. You already apologized. You already let him get away with it. What are you talking about? Stephen A, you said, please forgive me for what I done. I'm sorry. You was crying. You apologized, Stephen A, for nothing. You didn't say anything wrong and you still apologized. Like Kanye said, you got to walk around apology or something. He said he ended up apologizing too. They had him out the country hide. He talked all that talk and he went to hiding, boy. But yeah, you cannot say what you want to say, Stephen A. I told you a long time ago, you're a script reading beep. And if you go outside of that script, if you deviate from just like Charlemagne the God, he deviated from the script and he had to be made to heal by rolling farting. You cannot deviate from the script. You black, you a Democrat. You got high visibility. You better go out and you better preach Democrat. If you black, you cannot say nothing against no black woman. I know you a king. I know that's in theory. That's what they say to you. But you the king with no power. You black. You black out here. You the king with no power. You the king that cannot ever say anything opposite of your queen. You the king that can't roar or make no noise unless the person is black. And it's a man. That's it, Stephen A. That's all you got. You better pick a Negro to fight and argue with. That's it. You bet not come out and say nothing about. That's why you always apologize to all the white people. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my friend. You know what you're doing.
the brothers out there. Can we ask a question? Can we disagree with a sister from time to time?
No, you can't. Right? You can't do it, especially in public. No, you can't. You can't disagree with a black woman. If you're a black man, you cannot disagree with a liberal black woman. Let's be more specific. You can't disagree.
Facts, because you could disagree with Candace Owens all you want to. Candace Owens ain't even black in their eyes. You can say whatever you want about Candace Owens and a few other black women. So let's not get it twisted. They don't give a Jiminy Cricket about black women. They care about the black women that they care about. That's it. So Stephen A, I don't know why your mouth is so open and you looking so shocked. That's like your go-to shock face. But everybody and their mama knew this already, Stephen A. Why are you so late to the party? Yeah, you slow, like your daddy used to say you were slow. But this is slow.
Agree with her. If you disagree with her, then you hate black women, you hate your mama, you hate your sister, right? And you hate yourself, okay? That is what these people believe. No, you can't. Remember, Stephen A. just got a whole lot of backlash for the Jasmine Crockett thing.
First heard the comments, I was disappointed. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. And I've never met Stephen A. We've never had a conversation a day in our lives. I was disappointed simply because it was a black man. I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Hey, boo. First off, let me start off by saying I like your hair. You fine. I love the little ghetto fake speech. You get it, girl, because I know you smart. Get your money, though. But yeah, I want to let you know you still fine now. You still fine. But anyway, you acted a little ghetto, and that's okay. You acted a little ghetto. I don't want to hear nothing about him being a black man. Who gives a shit? What does it have anything to do with him being because he's a black man? This is what you're saying out loud. You're a black man, so don't even ever say anything about me. Don't question my behavior. And I want to explain something to you. Some of these young ladies are taking this type of behavior into a relationship. You're automatically deeming what Stephen A. Smith saying is wrong because he's a black man and you're a black woman. So you're already bringing like he did something wrong instead of dealing with what he actually said. We got to get back to dealing with what people are saying to us and dealing with the context of what someone is saying and leave your feelings about it, what they're saying out of it. We can't even break down a problem of what's going on because we're so busy telling people how it makes us feel on what you said. Okay, now that you get past how it made you feel that Stephen A. was a black man, now let's get to the behavior side of it. Do you think the way you behave is appropriate for you to be in Congress? Let's take out this whole black man bullshit because I'm a black man and any woman I date, I'm going to have conversation with that woman because conversation rule a nation. And whether she black man, black woman or black goddamn whatever, or white woman or goddamn Asian woman, whatever, I'm going to have that conversation with my woman. You're not just going to call me a king and then I can't say anything to you. That's not the respect of a king. That every time a king say something, you call him out and make that excuse that I'm just mad because you black. No, you should pay attention and try to get that proper correction and understand it. Maybe correction is not the word that you like, but maybe understanding is the word that you should be able to get. We should all be able to want understanding. And so for everybody to move with that spirit of, not everybody, most, moving with that spirit of, oh, he's a black man, so I don't even like when he said that. So you hear a lot of women say that. You hear a lot of women, not all, but you hear a lot of women say that when a black man say something, you disqualifying him. They always find words to disqualify. If it ain't the misogynistic, hogynistic, all these istics, then it's the fact that you black or your mama black. It's always disqualifiers so you can't say what you want to say. And I think it's time to move past that. It's time to move past you only saying, I don't like you said something because you black, or you don't like this, your mama black, because we can never get to what we're trying to discuss, which is her behavior.
It's like in the work that I do, I anticipate that there's tons of racists or just tons of people that are on the other side from me that will be critical and not focus on the substance of what it is.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them Lakers. The Lakers, just like I thought, the defense is going to be the problem. Talk about damn Lakers down 38-70 at halftime. Like I said, defense is going to be the problem. The whole time when they was winning, I said, we got to get a better team defensive concept because they're not very good on the ball.
That I'm doing, not focus on the legislation, not focus on the money that I bring in, not focus on the programs that I run out of my districts, not focus on how I am very much in tune with keeping my districts informed of what's going on in the government, like the meat and potatoes. Like I get that they will ignore all that stuff. But in a time in which Black women specifically are under attack, and we all know what Malcolm X said about the Black woman, I just felt a way that there was a Black man who decided not to do any research and
Nobody need to do no research. We can see how you acting, man. That's why he's saying what he's saying. He's done the research. And Lord have mercy. Jesus. This is crazy. You got to do research. You under attack. How are you under attack? A millionaire black woman is under attack because someone called out her behavior. That's an attack. Do you know how crybaby-ish that sound? For you to be sitting up here acting like you so strong, acting like you so real, acting like you so hood, and then when somebody call out your behavior, the first thing you do is cry victim and say you're under attack. Nobody touched you. People are calling out that weird ass energy and that weird behavior that you moving with. That extra shit that I don't want my daughter to get just because she's educated and just because she black. I want her to be more appealing to a man instead of being somebody that just want to hit it and quit it. Because that's all a lot of you chicks are making yourself. You're just making yourself hit it and quit it. They would rather not deal with that. You know how many of the JJs it is out here. You think somebody would rather deal with your mouth? They're just gonna get to the JJ, and as soon as you finish running as soon as you start talking, they gone again. And you wonder why he gone. It's you. You run your mouth non-stop. So they're gonna go to somebody that ain't talking as much as you. That's gonna help. That's gonna be quiet and listen to what they're thinking about sometimes and where they want to go, what they want to do, and assist them doing it. You can't assist a man doing a damn thing running your mouth all day because you ain't even hearing what he got to say. And it's a lot of men in relationships like this. They be bragging about being married. You niggas are just shut up. You just the side piece that go with them sometimes to make it look like they got a family. There's a lot of fake put together families in the world now. I noticed that. People that judge me, oh, you not married because I don't want to be you. I don't want to fake like I love this girl. This girl is just, most of these dudes just got an ornament at their house, or these females just got somebody there so they don't look like they're the losers that they really are. That's why they done got shacked up with somebody and put a ring on it. They still cheating. They still doing whatever they want to do. They just shacking up so that they don't look like they're not married. They don't look unsuccessful. That's all it is. You talking about mouthpiece. This shit be crazy. Don't brag to me about your marriage. Just go home. One thing a nigga don't want to do is go home. Go home to a fucking hell. They shacking up with rings on it. Motherfucker, go home to a parole officer. But they want to sell that shit to me. I'm cool. I don't need no parole officer, nigga. I can go to the store without telling somebody where I'm going. I can goddamn go up. I can leave the house right now. It's 11 o'clock. I don't got no reason to leave the house, but I can leave the house right now, 11 o'clock if I wanted to. Just don't piss her off. There's no shortage of professional victims. Yeah, she talking about she being attacked. Take it 30 minutes to debrief before. I got a lot of friends. We used to meet, go to the gym. They get an old lady, the motherfuckers can't go nowhere. It'd be crazy. But let me hold on. You say drop the link. Let me finish this, man.
Decided to more so comment on my stylistic approach, which I'm good with people disagreeing or whatever, but to use your platform in order to not only come for me, but consistently kind of have a track record of coming for Black women, I was just very disappointed in him. Like, that was just really disappointing from like a cultural standpoint as it relates to his.
What the hell is Stephen A. track record of coming at Black women? Because he said one other thing. He said that you got to be careful how you approach the situation when you do. Stephen A. Smith and they acknowledge that wife hit him first, Dana White. They talk about white women. They acknowledge, hey, that white woman hit Dana White first. Something that they don't do to you. They wouldn't do that to you, Jasmine Crockett. If you hit a black man, ain't nobody gonna see that shit at all. If you hit a black man and he hit you back, the only thing they're gonna talk about is this black man hitting you. His life is gonna be over. No one will say, especially not in the black community, no one will say Jasmine Crockett hit this black man. Nobody ain't gonna say that. They just gonna get on this black man. They're gonna have my son come out threaten him. They're gonna have so many dudes putting the cape on, ready to fight him. Nobody's gonna say, "Hey, you shouldn't hit this man either." Now, Stephen A. Yeah, what happened to Stephen A. Crunk girlfriend? I don't know. He need to bring his black girlfriend out for Jasmine Crockett and them that's attacking him. He need to bring his black woman out and let her say something. Because this ain't right. This is how you use your womanhood in the wrong way. Because Stephen A. is not saying that. And at times, some of the stuff that a lot of men are saying to combat what's going on, you need to hear. It's not an attack. It's not an attack. But it's okay, Jasmine. I still like the way you dance. Just, tone it back a little bit.
Apology. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna tell you that like I haven't paid attention whatsoever. I do feel like whatever took place was more so in response to the backlash, and so it's kind of like, all right, so if you hadn't gotten smoke, like, would you have done it?
The Democrats got their plantation overseer Roland Martin to crack the whip.
So it's like, all right, if you had to get the smoke, so all right, like, would you have done it? hey, this shit fake as hell. Hey, man, we living in metaverse.
You cannot say anything negative about a liberal black woman. No, you can't, Stephen A.
We damn sure do it privately. What, we're forbidden to do it on camera? What's up, fellas? You gonna leave me standing here, sitting here?
Yeah, I am.
You damn right I'm gonna leave you sitting there. And I'm glad you corrected that, Stephen A. So you gonna leave me standing here, sitting here? That's your problem. You need to stand up. You should have never apologized in the first place. You're sitting there holding your chest, look like you're clutching your pearl. That's what's wrong with you right there. I heard Jasmine Crockett, Tiffany Cross, and Angela Rye ain't married. I wonder why. All beautiful black women who are liberals are and choose power over men. Yeah, they want that power. They want the money. Ain't no nigga gonna stay. They're not gonna stay for the long ride. They gonna stay for a ride, and then they out. Nigga ain't trying to hear that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Drop a little change down. Cool. And then they gone. There ain't no man for this. Go for that. You talking crazy and looking down. No. Motherfucker take $2 and walk off with $2 in their pocket for they real man. They ain't for it. Now I don't know. These new age niggas are Negroes. I don't know. I see the Negro crying all over the internet and then turn right back around. Boy, he messed up his old man. That dude, Kevin McCall. Oh my God. He take Vagabond to a whole new level. Kevin McCall take Vagabond to a whole new level. But the interesting thing about Kevin McCall is he always show up somewhere with one or two women. And he even said it. I don't gotta work. I don't gotta work. I can take care of me. Or I get me taken care of. I might can't take care of my kid. I said, goodness gracious. So yeah, these young dudes might be a little bit different. They might stay with somebody like that. I think that's why they dumbing down society and dumbing men down a little bit. So these women, these older women, gonna have to pick of the litter. These young boys they can raise up in their second childhood. Yeah, the government is back over and the Democrats hate it. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the fact that you continue to grovel to these people, the fact that you always apologize to these people, with the Wolfway scandal, right? To think and have a right no matter what,
and don't say anything. We can't disagree. without being accused of disrespect or misogyny for asking a question? Again, I apologize for the unintended effect, and I meant it. I don't want that to get lost.
See, that's the problem. You keep apologizing, right? That's the problem. Stop apologizing. Stop groveling.
But what I'm saying is, why are we having this problem? You're trying to make this about the black man and the black woman. Stop.
Stephen A., have you been under a rock for the last 40 years or something? They make everything about the black man against the black woman. Are you crazy? Where have you been? Where have you been, Stephen A.? Like, goodness gracious, you should have never apologized. If you felt that that's what you felt, then what the hell did you apologize for? You didn't disrespect her. You didn't call her out her name. You said some key points that a lot of other people thought, but then you apologized. So it's like, did you really feel that way, or did you apologize because you love that check that you got? Either way, you making us feel like you ain't man enough to stand on what you're saying.
My record speaks for itself. Google me. We ain't going for that. You think I don't know what the hell this is?
Oh shit! Here go that tough talk again. My record stands for itself. Google me. Oh boy, here go the wrestler talk. Every time he go to the wrestler talk.
I ask a simple question. Sit down for this one. If it were Candace Owens instead of Jasmine Crockett or somebody else, what would you have said? If it was the black woman,
They wouldn't have said a damn thing. And you know it, and I know it. I've been saying this for years. Don't start talking like me now, Stephen A., when they jumping down your throat. You should have said this when you wasn't affected by it. And see, I don't like disingenuous people. The only reason why Stephen A. is saying this now is because he can't say what he want to say, and it's affecting him. But when it's not affecting him, Stephen A. Smith didn't say anything. Yeah, he went to that wrestling talk. You know me, Google me. Oh, they'll Google you and ain't gonna find nothing important. Forgot Stephen A. You owe on this, you little punk. Yeah, he's saying it now because it's him now. It's affecting him. That's the only time he want to say it. But when it's not affecting him, he was counting his money, voting Democrat. And now the same people spanking you for no reason. If you was an independent, could they spank you like this, Stephen A.? You getting spanked like this because you in the set, you in the game. You've been set tripping, Stephen A. You've been saying stuff about the Democrats for a long time. You've been trying to say stuff about both sides like you're independent. No, they want you loyal to them, boy. You can't be saying all that.
who ran for governor of Virginia and just lost to the woman Spanberger in Virginia. Earl Sears, I believe is her name, Winsome Earl Sears. If I was talking about her, would y'all have said anything? If I was talking about somebody like Sage Steele, our former colleague at ESPN, who's now in the podcast space and doing her thing, would you have said anything? Trying to make this about gender and race. No, this is about politics, ideology. You expect me, as a black man, to stand firm supporting the Democratic Party.
Yeah, of course. Duh. That's what it's been about the whole time. That's what it's been about the whole.
Stephen A., you got to be dumber than you look. How are you saying this like you so shocked? You expect me to take lockstep with the Democratic Party? Yeah, that's exactly what they expect. Anytime you go against what they saying, everybody gonna jump down your throat and you're not gonna be invited to the cookout. Facts.
Doesn't support Democrats, as he's going to mention here.
That's what this is about. That's what this is about. If I said the same thing about those conservative black women, y'all would not have said a word.
So, Stephen A., as a college-educated journalist that's been a journalist for over 20-something years, you telling me you're just discovering that? Or did you know this the whole time and didn't say anything until it hit you in the nose? Because everybody knows that, Stephen A. I didn't even go to college, and I said that when I first came on the internet. You guys are some script readers. You guys copy and say everything each other say. You cannot have your own independent brain or thought whatsoever. You a Democrat, boy, and you know it.
So if it's about politics, say so. See, that's where the left gets slick. And just as somebody, you can't say anything to me because I vote for you anyway, because I'm looking at a policy by policy, and I understand the attention that needs to be brought to the desolate and the disenfranchised, to the poorest amongst us, and for us to do what we can to uplift them. That's how I live my life, trying to do it. And even though the Republicans might have some policies and their thought process might be free market capitalism, free land of opportunity, do that, whereas the Democrats might have given blacks more access to capital through some policies and what have you. The bottom line is, on far too many occasions, it's come across like they care more about that than the other side might. Whatever you may think, the fact of the matter is, this is about politics and ideology, and about the left trying to muscle and flex us into doing and thinking and spreading and disseminating what you want me to do. Bump that. I apologize. Fuck that. I'm not doing it.
Okay, so to readjust your mic and curse, that just shows that you just mean it, huh? That stamped it right there that you was mad. Look, even black conservative perspective is like, huh? I apologize. F that. Look at his face. Man, you are confusing as hell, Stephen A. Why do you look like a Teletubby little kid troll? Like, look at your face. Your mouth, you're yelling, and you're doing this. Why? You're not going to do anything. You already apologized. This is confusing to me. Bump that. Matter of fact, I apologize. F that. How you going to apologize and get vulgar? You get more vulgar after the apology. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. Oh, man.
Do what I want to do. I think for me. I voted for Kamala Harris.
And see, that's the problem.
I voted for Barack Obama twice.
And that's the problem, right? That's the problem. You talking all this junk, you acting all big and bad, but yeah, at the end of the day, when it comes time to vote, you voted for Democrats. And because, at least publicly speaking, you criticize Democrats, you're not completely on board with the far left, even though you voted for a far leftist in Kamala Harris, because you are black, because you have a prominent voice. The black mob sees that as, well, Stephen A., he is influencing black men.
Now, why can't he understand that? It's the easiest thing to understand. If you got influence, they're either going to take away that influence or they're going to come after you to discredit you with everything they got. They're, miss your thoughts, they're going to try to discredit me. I knew this before I started talking. They're going to try to make it sound real good, too. They're not going to let this beef stuff go away. Even if I'm going to say nothing about them, they're still going to say something about me. That's just the way it is. The sickness that we have over our culture, the reason why we keep doing the same thing over and over again is because it's rewarded. There's a reward for acting the way that people are acting. There's a reward. Better leave Stephen A. Smith alone before Brick come out.
To potentially not vote Democrat, even though Stephen A. votes Democrat, right? And he makes that known every chance he gets that he's a Democrat, right? He's still on their team. So to me, I don't understand why you keep apologizing. I don't understand why you keep groveling. I don't understand why you keep addressing these people. Because ultimately, today, none of these people you're addressing has a bigger platform than you do. They don't have a big platform. Nobody cares about what they have to say. They're irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. But because you care so much about their love and acceptance, this is why you continue to apologize. And the more that you apologize, the more that you grovel, that shows weakness. They smell blood in the water. And this is why they keep doing it, right?
And that's a fact. You already done showed them you're going to apologize that you weak. So why would they not just continue making you apologize? Anything you say, they done got you to apologize once, you're going to apologize every other time. Why wouldn't you?
Disagreeing with the Democrat Party, right? It's about disagreeing with a liberal black woman, again, who votes Democrat, who is a foot soldier for the Democrat Party. That's what it's about. And I'm glad you finally understand that, Stephen A. The problem is, why do you keep supporting these people? That's the real problem.
I voted for Bill Clinton. Don't come to me acting like, oh, I'm supposed to parrot your speech. You sitting there on the White House lawn dancing with Joe Biden.
Stephen A., they don't more so care about your vote over your influence. You cannot vote for them and influence the base that you have to vote for them, and they'll be more happy with that, Stephen A. I don't know why this is so hard for you. I don't know why this is so hard for you. This is very easy. You have a large following. There's things that you cannot say, bro, and not make the kind of money that you make. You're going to have to apologize every time. You know this, otherwise you wouldn't apologize. You have FU money and you still apologize. You know why? Because you know that ain't real FU money. Not with the sponsors connected to it.
Who was 80. Forgetting you're going to bring up Trump with the rent issue in the 70s, but we're going to conveniently ignore Joe Biden and the crime bill with the Senate in the 90s. And the disproportionate effect that had on black people and incarceration. Bill Clinton apologized for it. It happened in the 90s. He apologized for it in 2016, conveniently when Hillary Rodham Clinton was running. By the way, when the privatization of the prison system took fold, wasn't it some Democrats making money off of that? Because they invested in it? We didn't bring that up. I can't ask that. I can't bring that up. I can't be suspicious about stuff like that. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Yeah. So you
Stephen A., that we should be suspicious of you. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Ain't you got a gambling app? Ain't you got a gambling app that done messed up too? Don't you? Yeah, you do. You got a gambling app. And you under investigation with this said gambling app. So chill out, player. Let me find what I'm looking for. Oh, y'all. There you go. Let's change it up. Now let's see what's going on with Matty Barnes. Because Matty Barnes done got himself in some more trouble. Matty Barnes done got himself in some more trouble. How much for 3 nights at your Airbnb? It depends on the days of the week. And if there's a weekend going on, like an event that weekend, that's when the price change. So you just have to go on the website and look for that weekend, for those dates that you're talking about. KB, let me find out you a Democrat shield. I'm a Democrat shield. The fuck does that mean? I ain't a nobody shield. Salute to Self-Talk. This original content is on Self-Talk. We got Becky with the good hair, aka I will fight you, aka I will spit on you, aka glow stick, aka let's play the video.
Started July of 2023.
Okay, so we got to talk about Matt Barnes calling out Tasha K, man. And this time he said he had some receipts that he wanted to show people and the payment to the calling out Tasha K thing in detail.
But by no means am I sharing this story for empathy or sympathy. I'm sharing this story because a lie can travel around the world before the truth wakes up. And although this is all being handled legally and people are in the process of being sued, I wanted to address it because the bullshit continues to come out. For like the last 6 to 8 months, there's been a lot of bullshit, particularly posted by Tasha K, and some new chick just got into it, Jesse something, about messages, text messages, voice audios, all this shit. And it's 1,000% all bullshit. And I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to show you some receipts to show you that I'm not lying, because unfortunately today you got to do that. So this started July of 2023. My ex and I had split up for about a month, and this chick DMs me and I entertain her. We go back and forth, conversation gets spicy, but we never met, never kicked it, never met, never seen this chick one time in my life. And then fast forward, my ex and I got back together, so I told her. She got a little weird, but she kind of just fell back. So moving along, we get back together and we end up doing this reality show. And while we were on this reality show, we find out we're pregnant. So we announce that on the reality show. And when that airs for the world to see, I start getting hit up from different phone numbers, tripping. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to expose this. So I think to myself, like, expose what? Like, we've never kicked it, met, person, shook hands, hugged, none of that shit. So I'm like, expose what? But at the same time, you know, my ex was a little older, which is a high-risk pregnancy. And I didn't want no bullshit like that coming out. So this chick said, pay me or I'm going to release our text, our conversation, our DMs. You know?
Man, release it then. Shit. The fuck? I'm telling my old lady on your ass. My old lady gonna rather me tell her than to give you our money. So I'm telling. If it get to that point, I'm telling. I'm not paying you nothing. I'm like the United States where they used to be. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Now we start negotiating with terrorists. Oh, that old United States. I'm telling my old lady, we figuring this shit out. Because the one thing I do know is I can't keep this up. You paying or paying you. So I'm telling. Look at you. She knew she got a basketball player. Look at you. She's a punk. Now everybody know they can get a little change about you. 60 band? So you mean to tell me you just got online and told the world you so stupid. You ain't even get no booty, allegedly. And you will give up 60 band for some DMs? I know one thing, your DMs finna go up. Your DMs finna go up.
I'm like, you really don't have shit. But again, okay. So I start paying this chick some bread for about a year. And I'm gonna show you those receipts too. And during this time, I'm kind of just tapping in with her because she's a wild card.
Wait a minute. You start paying for a year. Oh shit. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Yo. What kind of chicks y'all be talking to? This shit is crazy. You niggas ain't got no game. Y'all must just be in the DMs all the time. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DMs. Y'all niggas be in these girls DM like a mug. Don't you know that's like a text law? I'm just saying, hey, what's up in the DM? Let's go get lunch. That's it. It ain't nothing on this DM. You tripping.
Nutcase, and kind of just checking in, having empty conversations to make sure she's cool. September of last year, we have the baby. And I keep paying her until the end of the year. So until December, I think December 6th was the last time I sent her bread. So come January.
You wonder why she's suing you. Or you about to sue her. You sending this girl bread around Christmas and December. This nigga. Hey, I hate to say it. Brittany Renner, you were right. As a collective, I have to say us athletes are pretty stupid. You are absolutely right, Brittany Renner. Sometimes you have to just admit it. It's not all, but most. If you want to get me to understand that some athletes, some of us are some jackasses. And I ain't talking about just the cheating. I don't got nothing to do with that. We gonna do what we gonna do. Hell, if I was married or if I was whatever, I don't know what I would do. I've never been married. So I don't know if I would ever cheat. I don't know. So I'm not judging him for that. The only thing I'm saying is you giving this chick your bread. I ain't giving her nothing. I'm sorry. Baby, I fucked up. I'm going home like the old school nigga. Baby, I messed up. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Don't cut my shit, please, baby. I'm going home though. I'm not giving her Jack Judy. And you over here giving 60 bands. You do dirt in the dark, it's going to come to the light. You can't hide from that, whisker face. You can't hide from that. You just got to bite the bullet. She understand. She might get you back, but she going to understand. Because she going to go out here and get in the streets and get the same thing done to her. So she might get her a little side nigga or something like that. But you going to, but you got to let her know. The boy here crazy. And you married. The first thing you should be telling chicks is, hey, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this ain't nothing but what it is, what it's gonna be. I don't want you saying nothing. This isn't that. Your DM say that we just doing our thing. So that way it ain't no confusion.
She flips out. You need to do this. If you don't do this, I'm gonna expose everything. So I just confessed. I told my ex, like, look, showed her that DMs, the conversations proved that I never kicked it with the chick.
Wait, hold up, Becky. Wait, Becky. Wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me you paid this other woman, allegedly 60 bands, and then turn around and told on yourself? Nigga, you don't know how to commit to nothing, do you? You either commit to cheating, you commit to goddamn telling your old lady yourself. You got to commit. If I commit to paying and getting away with it, then I'm going to commit myself to getting away with it. I'm like, damn, what is wrong with you? If I'm paying, you going to have to sign this, sign that. This going to be it, bitch. You got to take this money and go. Or something. But you over here going to pay and then tell? Ain't no way I'm telling. I feel like a straight up sucker if I pay and then my old lady find out. And I'm the one telling. You need to whoop your own ass. You know you like to fight. Just get in the mirror, uppercut the shit out yourself, you big dummy. Why in the world didn't you just tell her no? You ain't giving her nothing from the get-go. You done lost your damn mind. I'm gonna give you my money and then tell her myself. Yeah, now he explained it. What granddaddy didn't like you? Yeah, which granddaddy didn't like you, boy? That was back in the day. We got to have a classic screen when I get all these strikes off my page. We got to have a classic throwback. Which granddaddy didn't like you, boy? Hey, but check it out. Let's finish this, man. 'Cause I ain't never seen nothing like this. I don't understand this. You laugh. You have me laughing so hard. I don't get it. I done cheated. So I know I ain't paying you a motherfucking thing. They gotta tell you, I'm not paying you shit. Paying you no mind. Bitch, you know what this was. I'm gonna go tell on myself. Threaten to tell on me. I'm gonna tell on my damn self. Fuck, you ain't finna hold nothing over my head. You're not finna hold nothing over my head.
You need to do this. If you don't do this, I'm gonna expose everything. So
Cause
I
you a
just confessed.
sucker.
I told my ex, like, look, showed her that DMs, the conversations proved that I'd never kicked it with the chick. But this chick started.
Wait. So you got DMs. You got DMs that she can show. And that these DMs, if they wasn't bad DMs, then why the fuck did you give her $60,000? Why would you give her $60,000? That's crazy. I'm so glad I don't have no chicks, nobody that I had to pay off. I'm not giving you nothing. Bitch, go sue. Negro, go sue. I don't care. I'm not giving you nothing. Damn, this whole my reputation. Yeah, my reputation is why I ain't giving you nothing. I like my company policy. It say prove it, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not firing myself, so prove it. I don't believe you. This shit don't make no sense. He forgot about inflation. Yeah, just give up 60 bands for DMs. Like what? If I DM'd you, I'm not giving you no 60,000. Baby, I was talking in DMs to this chick. What the hell y'all was talking about? Come on, baby. I fucked up. She was thick. I messed up. You was trying to fuck that bitch? No, baby. I wasn't gonna do that. Lying like a mother. I wasn't gonna do that. But I just got failed weak, baby. You were pregnant. I'm sorry. But this nigga gave up 60 bands.
Starts going crazy and saying, I'm gonna expose you, and you just wait. And I'm gonna show you that too, so y'all can see. But she just starts going on a rampage. The one thing I will say is this chick is good. We had DM for a little bit. There's some voice audios. And then during the process where I was trying to keep her sane, we exchanged phone numbers. So she starts chopping and screwing, and even AI in my voice, because she had it on a few voice audios. And since then, not a lot of blogs, but Tasha K mostly. And we know how thirsty and desperate she is and how many times she's been sued, like not fact checking anything, just whatever she sent, she runs. So there were stories out there about me being gay. There are stories about me about allegedly trying to convince a girlfriend of mine not to go on reality TV. What else? There's a story about me, the recent one, about me allegedly trying to talk someone into an abortion. They threaten stories about my kids and all kinds of weird and wild shit. I think in closing, a lot of you who follow me and know me know that I'm not perfect, far from perfect. Fucked up plenty of times, but I'm real. A lot of my private stuff is played out publicly. You guys have witnessed me lose my family this year. You guys have witnessed a lot of shit. And again, I don't make no excuses for none of my bullshit. I accept everything on the chin that I'm responsible for. But again, I had to come and speak out this because it's bullshit. And perception is reality, and people run with perception instead of understanding their reality. When I went in court for these people that I'm about to sue, don't want to talk about that because they don't care about that, but they love to run with lies. So, like I said, this chick is good. She chops conversations up. She AIs conversations. She pieces 3 or 4 different conversations together to make them seem like something that's not true. So again, I'm gonna show you some shit so you can see. And I'll take it from there.
So that's what Matt Barnes put out on his IG page. And like I said, man, he showed over $60,000 in receipts of Cash App payments that he has sent this person who was trying to, I guess, extort him or whatever the case may be. And yeah, man, he has showed that.
Goodness, more Christmas, boy. Boy, you paying $5,000 a month. Dude, she got a baby you hiding? What is going on here, man? Something ain't right. You just DM'd her and that's it? That's all you did, and you gave her 60 bands, $5K a month. God, I got a sister. Can you DM her so she can tell on your ass? Shit. Hey, sis, get in that nigga DM, please. What the hell is wrong with you? This boy giving out 5 bands a month over DMs. Man, sis, I gotta call my goddamn cousin. I'm gonna call my whole family. Becky with the good hair is a sweet lick. Let me put you up on game, cuz. I'm gonna call one of my cousins. Let me put you up on game. This boy is a sweet lick. Hey, I can see me doing that now. Hey, cuz, hey, look here, you ain't gotta do nothing with this nigga. He ain't do nothing with the other girl. Don't give him nothing now. Don't do nothing because that's gonna mess it up. But hey, this boy here sweet. This boy sweeter than bear meat. I'm talking about, man. All you gotta do is DM this Negro. Might have to send him a picture or two. Make sure I don't see it, cuz. But might have to send this nigga a picture too. Talk to this nigga a little freaky, talk to him like he on a porno. He would look like one of them freaky Dennis the Menace looking, Leave It to Beaver little punks. So yeah, talk to him a little freaky, get it a little, and then record everything. And tell him you gonna tell. He'll give you some money. 5 bands a month. Got to be more careful. We do chicken right. This nigga is a duck. Oh man, duck, goose. This is why I don't hang with no goddamn on bunch of NBA players. I don't want no girl to be thinking I'm gonna pay and be stupid like them. I'm not hanging. Them girls be wanting that money, and these dudes be ready to give it. I don't look like no money. I drive a truck. So yeah, you want that money? Talk to these cats. Shoot, I done put a girl up on game. Yeah, he'll pay you, girl. No, but I want you. I know, but he'll pay you. So yeah, I'm not finna pay you. I know he got what you're looking for. 60 a year, no drug test. I thought about best job ever. So how can you be mad at Brittany Renner when she say these athletes are stupid and easy targets? How can you be mad at her? This girl secured 60 bands, $5,000 a month, easy. Just talking to the right dummy. Got to be more careful.
She's on camera saying she'll do the radio.
I am. We're doing it.
Future senator of the great state of Texas.
I told y'all they smile hit different. I thought Jasmine be yelling at all the white people. I thought it's just some white people that they don't like. They be smiling down with the ones they do. So look at Jasmine. She over here big kicking it with her homegirl. Look like one of them kissing her feet.
I miss Ted Cruz so much. He's so likable.
Oh, man. Yeah, we got to talk about Jasmine Crash Out Crockett. Okay? Yeah, I know. But it is quite interesting. And I do want to...
Gospel song that goes, I don't feel...
And in this video, bro, this dude right here, Doc Rich, salute to you, bro. Doc Rich, he put together a compilation of videos. Remember how I always tell y'all that these people say the same things over and over? I'm talking about the same exact things over and over. This is how you know when you're getting pushed propaganda is when they repeat it on different stations and with different people. but they say the same thing. That's what they're doing. That's what they've been doing to us for years. So I want y'all to watch this video.
Gavin Newsom. Yeah, you know, the guy who claims that, oh, no, I'm not thinking about running for president, and yet he's like everywhere but the state of California right now. Like he's all over the place. I think I recently just saw him doing an interview on Fox. Like, he's not thinking about running for president, though. Right. Anyway, let's jump into this. Oh, whoa. Let's jump into this. And I have this one clip here. Before we get into the meat and potatoes, I want to show you this clip because I found this really, really quite interesting. Let's dive in.
There is a gospel song that goes, I don't feel no ways tired. It says, I've come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. Now, the reason that I want to start with this song, because I need y'all to have this energy, this amazing energy that I am feeling in this room. I'm going to need y'all to keep it up. Y'all are not going to be allowed to feel tired.
If that sounded familiar.
No ways tied. Man, you messed that up, Kamala Harris. You messed it up when you said it. I feel no ways tied. Yeah, you messed it up, Kamala. You messed it up. But hey, let's keep it going.
Well, because it is. That quote, that was said from this lady right here. Tell me if it sounds familiar. Check it out.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road.
Tell me if it sounds familiar. Check it out.
I don't feel no ways tired. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
You better thank a union member.
Now, you would think that Democrats would get better speechwriters, but apparently not, because they just recite the same tired lines over and over again, which I found quite interesting. Now, I want to get to the second part of this because she does it again. She does it again. Yes. These Democrats are absolute frauds. Let me tell you something. They are frauds. They are repeating the same stuff, trying to get people to follow them hook, line, and sinker. They're repeating the same old tired stuff. You know, and we're going to get to Gavin Newsom here in a second. That's the meat and potatoes of the show. But I have to show you guys this because I was listening to this and I was like, well, that sounds familiar. Who else said Hillary?
And I'm so glad that he put together this video because I've been noticing this for years. Like, God, they go on CNN, they go on all these shows, and they all repeat the same thing. I used to be like, this is annoying. They're trying to trick me. Like I'm hearing the same repetitive script. When you want to get somebody brainwashed, you won't even like it. That's why the radio is the way it is. They put them same garbage songs and they force them down your throat. Pretty soon you'll be humming to the song because you done heard it so much. These are some script readers.
Clinton. And then, I kept on listening. Well, that sounds familiar too. Who said those exact same? Let's jump into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump into it.
And so it makes me think about an actual verse. Psalm 30:5. It says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So weeping looks like leaders promoting hate. Weeping looks like Abbott being...
Hold on, before she continues, because I'm going to let her finish. I'm going to let her cook. All right? I'm going to let her cook. It's probably going to be disgusting, like greens coming out the bathtub. But, I'm going to let her cook. Joy comes in the morning. Who else said that line? Who else said that? I don't know. Maybe Kamala?
Joy cometh in the morning.
The same...
You can't do anything but laugh because it's so sad that you have to laugh. Why do you have all of these people saying the same thing? You can't pick another verse. Is the same writer just adding in that same line everywhere in their speeches? Like, it's crazy. I said, I can't lower my standards of keep voting for people that do this. Like, this is disrespectful to me. Like, I hear you. I'm not going to pretend like I don't hear everyone saying the same thing.
My goodness, you can't make this stuff up, man. You really can't make this stuff up. You know who else said it? Oh, well, hold on.
Build a brighter future for our children and our grandchildren. In the Old Testament, book of Psalms, the scripture tells us that weeping may endure during the long night, but joy will come in the morning.
But joy will come in the morning. And she yelling this out like that's something new that she heard. That joy will come up in the morning. Hey, you now Hakeem Jeffries is saying it. They all say the same exact thing. So when I said we already in metaverse, and I said this years ago, and everybody said I'm crazy, don't seem like I'm crazy. Still think I'm crazy. You still think I'm crazy. Listen to Hakeem Jeffries. Let's listen to them both again.
I don't know. Maybe Kamala?
Joy cometh in the morning. It's like Psalm 30.
Into it.
And so it makes me think about an actual verse. Psalm 30 and 5. It says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. So weeping looks like leaders promoting hate. Weeping looks like Abbott being...
Hold on, before she continues, because I'm going to let her finish. But, you know, I said that line. Who else said that? The same...
Joy cometh in the morning.
Now, she said it a little different and a little dumb. Joy, come up in the morning. Joy. It's like, lady, what is wrong with you? Commentate. This is crazy, man. That laugh is atrocious. But here's my question. Why are all of them repeating the same scripture or the same verse when they want a separation of church and state? When these are the people that are bringing people to the schools half dressed. I'm confused on how are these people bringing in Bible verses. I'm confused. I thought there was a separation of church and state. And then you got all these people. Maybe the reason why they don't change the verse is because that's the only one they want to use. Is so they just use the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. But this is absolutely crazy.
The same... stuff up.
Build a brighter future for our children and our grandchildren. In the Old Testament, book of Psalms, the scripture tells us that weeping may endure during the long night, but joy will come in the morning.
Bro, they're literally reciting the same verse. Now listen, I ain't got nothing against people reciting Bible verses. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful thing. I think more people should do it, right? But why are they all using the same verse? I don't know. Does anybody else just find that interesting? They're
right. They putting Planned Parenthood right on every corner. But hey, let's quote some Bible scriptures. It's like, really? You're the party of transitioning children and all this other stuff, but you singing Bible verses. It's weird.
all using the same lines, the exact same lines, right? Joy cometh in the morning, right? I don't feel no ways tired. Now that's a song. This is an actual Bible verse, but still, like, it's like, come on, y'all couldn't have come up with anything better than that, really? Oh, geez, Louise. Let's get back to Jasmine Crash Out.
A lousy step and fetch it governor that puts tyranny over Texans. Weeping looks like taking food out of the mouths of seniors, babies, and making sure that after a court tells you to feed the people, you decide to appeal it. Weeping looks like taking away health care and not giving a damn. Weeping looks like wreaking havoc not only on our economy, but also the East Wing. Weeping looks like terrorizing communities with ICE. But joy looks like
Terrorizing communities with ICE. Wow. Wow. So it's not that they're making the streets safe. They're terrorizing the community with ICE. Are you going to get in front of those moms that lost their children, those angel moms, and say that? I don't think you would, Miss Crockett.
our amazing Texas state reps. Joy looks like the wins that we had on November 4th throughout the entire country. Joy looks like restoring decency, dignity, and democracy. Joy looks like California passing Prop 50. And finally, joy looks like a man by the name of Gavin Newsom. Many of y'all may not know this. I said I was happy to be back home because I've been on the road fighting for Texans. I went to Pennsylvania to make sure that they retained their judges. I went to California to make sure I could do my part for Prop 50. I made sure that I went to Virginia on behalf of Abigail Spanberger. You see, winning means that we got to do the work. But more importantly, I told y'all joy comes in the morning. And so let me tell you about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom could have sat on the sidelines, you see, because everything looks blue in California. But he decided that it was bigger than just his state. He decided that this was about the democracy of all of us. And frankly, he decided if you come for Texas, then I'ma come for you. Listen, it's been a while since we had leadership that had our backs. And it is sad that we had to look to a leader in California. But I am here to tell you that he is in it for the long haul. That is exactly why Gavin Newsom not only had me raising money for Prop 50, not only had me doing block walk lunches, not only had me doing rallies, and doing commercials.
Yeah, everything but being in your state of Texas with your constituents. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. You'll do all of that. She'll do all of that for the racist white man because, of course, Democrats, that's what they preach, right? That's what they peddle. That's what they push out. If you don't believe me, here, I got a couple of clips. Now, granted, the visuals aren't that great on this, all right? And I apologize for that. But the audio was still good. You can still hear it, all right?
I'm a white woman that has lived in a red state my entire life. And I can tell you when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They test it on people like you all the time.
Democrats fought
I can tell you when I'm around white people, they test the racist water. They're so racist. White people are so bad. Bro, I don't even know that.
If Jasmine Crockett runs for president, I'm going to Cuba. Well, you better get ready to go. I think Gavin Newsom is going to run this time around, and then maybe Jasmine next time around.
And then we can't go back.
Anyway, here's more.
Give it back to the daggone Native Americans, and then we can't go back nowhere else. And let's see how y'all like it. Because the colonizers, y'all the colonizers, but that's a whole other story. So I'm just.
Y'all the colonizers. Y'all the colonizers. here's another short clip. Shout out to bro too, Jeffrey.
I talk to black folk all the time as somebody that's a child of a preacher. Listen, most black people are not Republicans simply because we just is like, y'all racist. I can't hang out with the KKK in them. That's really what it is. But when we think about who we are as black people and we think about...
So a bunch of black people aren't Republican because there's a bunch of racist white people, but she's over here caping for the white man, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, Gavin Newsom had me doing this. Gavin Newsom had me doing that. Not only that, but you got to remember, they voted for a man who said If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
That didn't offend me. How Charlamagne say, that ain't offend me. I wasn't worried about that at all. I'm like, what? How can you say that? How can you say that don't offend you, but everything else offends you? That don't offend you, but everything else under the sun offends you. Amazing.
On now. I think I'm catching on now. But I want to play a little piece of what Gavin Newsom had to say, and I'm going to let you guys get out of here.
Gene wasn't wrong. Gene wasn't wrong. You guys made this happen. You guys have awakened up our immune system. We're dealing with an invasive species by the name of Donald Trump. He is an historic president, however. Historically unpopular president.
I find it interesting how they always go back to Trump. Like Trump, they treat Trump like Trump is Lucifer himself, the devil reincarnated. And it is the weirdest thing ever. The weirdest thing ever. And honestly, it woke me out of my slumber. A lot of you guys know the origin story, right? I kind of started asking myself one day, why do I hate Trump? And I genuinely couldn't answer that question without repeating something that I had just heard, right? I could not formulate.
At least this brother is like, go back and think about the things that he's saying and doing and what's affecting him. At least he does that, because I try to ask people that I know that, what the freak did this man do to you? You would think he stole something from you. He didn't? So what is your problem? So, hey, man, that's my time. Y'all have a blessed night, man. Shout out to everybody who super chatted, Russ, and anybody else who super chatted. I'm about to get me a good little 3-4 hours in of sleep and be right back up bright and early. So y'all have a blessed night. I'm up out of this thing. I'm gone.